Hello, this is David Olinger for Homework 3 of 2D Game Design. As you see here, this is my game I have all the walls inside of these little empty holders just to keep them organized. And they're all being managed by the Logic Manager. Over here, I have some public variables, I think most of them are just there public so I can look at them while testing. And inside the Logic Manager, I have arrays where I've been putting the walls in, so it has a reference to all of them. And in the script, up here I declare the variables to get the blue walls and the red walls. And then I have a variable pass red and pass blue, which is being updated by the player, which then, when true in the fixed update, when it's true, it will start a timer. Well, it'll start counting the uptime for the timer. So for a certain time, we will be able to turn off the collision for. Oh, sorry. These timers are just to turn the collision back on, because as we set pass red and pass blue to true, we also will activate over in the player. Here, I'll find here. We also turn off the collision for the correct ball, or correct color of wall. We do that using a boolean that is sent through, depending on which one it came from. And so all I do to turn the wall's collision off is I just find the box collider in each of the blue walls, or at least them turning off them blue walls. And I find that, and I set it's enabled to false. And of course, I also will then, whenever I do that, I always make sure to turn on the collision for the opposite color. So one of the walls is always solid, one of the walls is potentially pass-throughable. They both start out not being able to pass through. Then to activate this trigger to make the walls not solid anymore is the balls in the game, which they do not actually have a script themselves. If you taking one of the circle objects, they actually do not have any script, because all I need is just the tag up here for them to know which one is which. Because inside of player, I just check for the on trigger enter and check what the tag is. I also still do that for the winning condition, for the win gem in the bottom corner to end the game. That is all handled using tags. And finally, the game has a slight puzzle to it, and I added sound effects both for general background music and a little swoosh sound whenever you touch one of the balls to let you know that you changed color. And now I'll show you the gameplay so you can see what it looks like in action. So as you see here, the player moves around, can't move through the wall. Switches color, now we can move through, but can't move through this wall. Can't move through the gray walls at all, ever. They never change that. They're always solid. We get the red one, can move through this wall. Can't move through here. Can't move through there, but can move through this wall. So then we just do a little loop-de-loop there to switch over. And here's the biggest part of the puzzle, is that the player can't just run all the way from here to the end, because the timer does run out. So instead, they have to come up through here and sneak around this way to get to the end. Or I have a simple win screen with a little bit of loud music to congratulate the player on their victory. And that is all for my game. Thank you very much.